Welcome to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and of course, I could not do this by myself. I have my cafe con leche. Oh, hey!
Good morning, Keisha. Miss you. Now I want to kiss you.
Oh, I missed you too. How are you, love?
Cold. I
Are
mean,
you? I know, right?
I'm like,
Burr.
burr. I'm looking at the window. I'm like, burr. No, ma'am. I
Listen,
did not sign up for this.
listen. You know it's not a good look when the dog is like, I'll hold my feet. It's all right.
No, right? But it's nice when you can put them on your lap for like a little warmer.
Just a little warmth, a little.
It's like a little.
My
I have
dog
like a
is
little
like,
hot plate.
listen, Nibbles. My dog Nibbles is like 50 something pounds, so she is not hopping in my lap. Okay.
Oh, right. Do you have all your holiday decorations up?
I do. Well, you know what? I have one more thing to do, and that's to put the snowman in the yard. I bought this huge snowman. My mom like puts me to shame because like her inside house looks
No.
an incredible decorations, and then she goes outside and there's reindeer and snowmen and this and that. I mean, the whole yard is full of lights, and my
Her
son
yard
is
was at the
like,
North Pole.
listen. I'm like, oh my goodness, mom. Like, I just have a snowman. That's all I got. Right.
It's a
So,
perfect sign. At least it will
right,
melt.
right. What about you?
Look, I have like a whole like laser light show up. I posted pictures up too on Facebook. We have like a
Yes.
new neighbor, and like it's cute. I dropped off little holiday bags for all my neighbors every year. My husband has an obsession with Yankee candles, and every year, like the boxes come in, and I
Oh
gotta
my.
bag them all up and like distribute them. I'm just like, I actually asked one of my neighbors the other day. I'm like, hey, listen, like, if you get tired of all the candles, just let me know. It's just
Right.
like it's like a thing that that Bob does. So, but if you want something different, I would be more than happy. And she was like, oh no, we look
Right.
forward to your candle. We have it lit right now. I was like. Oh, okay.
Listen.
All right. Well,
This
have a
is
nice day, Karen.
listen. Oh, the shade. Listen. There's nothing like a beautiful, wonderful, caring neighbor. So
Yes.
shout out to y'all.
True.
Okay?
Yes.
Shout
After
out.
I find out who they voted for. So.
All right, listen, we have so much to get to, so much to talk about, but
But first, coffee. So hustle your booties to the coffee pot.
mm, mm.
Mocha in the Morning is brought to you in part by the Portico Cafe, where conversation, connection, and community create change.
All right. Welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. Of course, I'm your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and my co-host over there, my Cafe con Leche, officially Jorge, the best ever. He is going to, lace us with a few steamers and things that are coming up. So, what you got for us, love?
All right, so here are your steamers for this week. The Billboard Women in Music just happened. Of course, you had performances by Jennifer Lopez. Bernie Sanders was there. was there. That's fun to watch.
Uncle Bernie.
Right, Dolly Parton, Dua Lipa, Cardi B, Cohen Hallie. What was really cool is that you had the RSVP to watch the virtual show, which is very interesting the way everyone's now is doing all these award shows and ceremonies. Very creative in, getting the audience to actually watch all this live streaming and virtualness. And Bernie Sanders was there. Tiana Taylor was hosting the show, and she just recently announced that she was going to retire from music.
Listen, Tiana Taylor looked amazing. Okay. Retiring, hey, listen, if that's what she chooses to do, for her family. Maybe she's retiring so that whatever she's doing for this powerful snapback game she has after this baby, maybe she's bottling that up and selling it because, honey, Tiana looks amazing. And her baby is what, like 2 months, 3 months old? And she's just, oh. So yeah, I hate to see her leave or retire because she is a great musician and artist in my opinion, but she also does a lot of directing and writing. So I'm sure she has her plate full, and her baby girl has a clothing line. So she has lots going on. So she retires.
I don't know. I don't think our Mocha Marvels believe that she's truly retiring from music.
If you're a Tiana Taylor fan, let us know what you think Tiana has up her.
And speaking of fans, and more fans. Okay. I don't even know how. Let me take a sip because I don't know how I want to talk about this right now.
Okay.
So, Lifetime and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, I don't know if it's a recipe for seduction or disaster, but Mario Lopez is set to star in this movie. A recipe for it, and it's gonna be on Saturday. The funny part, it's gonna be on Saturday at 12, which is like lunchtime.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Okay.
I don't know how I feel about.
First of all, they got Mario Lopez up here looking like a young Colonel Sanders, and I understand. And I understand, the branding and marketing and all that stuff because I'm in that field. That's what I do every day.
Are you gonna watch it? Are you gonna watch it?
No, I'm not.
Somebody has to watch it, and so we can see, what happens.
So are they gonna be? Do you think the seduction is around the smell of the chicken?
For whatever reason, because Mario Lopez is no spring chicken, so I don't think
no pun intended.
This is going to be settled around a dinner table.
Hey,
or a lunch table.
Listen, Mocha
over biscuits and gravy. I don't know. We'll have somebody on this show is going to have to watch that movie. Maybe Kia or Kenya or Jim will watch and let us know. Because I'm living right now and I just can't. I don't know.
But do you know? I guess they expect people to go get a bucket. Y'all going to get a bucket of chicken, Mocha Marvel, and watch this movie? Listen,
I wonder what it's going to smell like. I don't know. But I just, and all that gray in his hair, because I do have that wax that you can put in your hair to make it gray. I'm like, what?
Anyway, what you got? What else you got?
I mean, I could picture Mario Lopez being in a movie called El Pollo Loco, but not.
I want you to go to the corner.
But I don't know about Colonel Sanders. But okay, so moving on. So we all know how popular the versus battles are and have been, and of course, the versus battles were all just, were brought to us because of this coronavirus pandemic. It was a great way for Timbaland and Swizz Beatz to boom, let's do this, let's get creative and get our musicians out there in the world. Well, the latest one to be announced is Ashanti and Keisha Papers. They are ready to go, and that's actually going to happen. The versus battle is coming up.
Who asked for this?
Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
I love, Keisha Cole has a great catalog of music.
Mocha Marvels. Please drop your comments. But listen, anybody who knows me, Ashanti's gonna be tapped after like 5 songs. Keisha Cole got 3 albums.
But she was always there when you called. She was always on time. So how could you not be there for her?
Look, she gonna have to cheat. You should have cheated.
Look.
She's gonna win no other way, okay?
No. I think some people are just gonna be more like they just want it to be over.
It will be interesting. That's what I
Yo, this is the other thing is now, while that is on paper and it's totally going to happen, then there are some rumors circulating that there may be like a Foxy Brown, Bill Kim verse battle.
Let me tell you.
I ain't got no time for fake ones. Just
Hey.
I mean, if she's gonna do it, I think Little Kim should do it for for her peeps.
Foxy Brown would not be the bad mamma jamma on this versus battle, okay?
Oh no.
She doesn't have a catalog deep enough either. I mean, these are both New York legends, so to speak, in rap, but her catalog has nothing on Lil Kim. Like, I just don't even see these matchups happening.
Yeah. All I have to say is,
No.
So we'll see what that happens. But that's just a rumor. It's not on paper. Like
Mocha Chronicles, drop in the comments. Tell us who you think would be a great versus battle. Maybe we'll send it up to our people at Versus and see if
that could be
what versus battle do you want to see? Because these that they're coming up with side eye.
Well, listen to this. Speaking of battling, okay, battling is Olympic official now because breakdancing is going to be an Olympic sport. Its debut in the Paris 2024 Olympics. Come on, Boogie Down Bronx.
Listen, let me tell you, my baby has somehow taken up breakdancing. Like when I say go honor, he's like breakdancing on the floor. So by the time 2024 come around, he's gonna be ready.
Oh, you should send honor to the Olympic trials. He's gonna be the baddest b-boy around.
That's right. I'm having fresh to death with the gold light up sneakers that you bought him.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness! You know what'd be very interesting? Like how? Because I mean, first of all, breakdancing is huge all over the world. I mean, the competitions, the prize money, all the people involved. What will be very interesting is like how, like what the judging is going to be like the scoring system. Like, do you get so many points for like a head spin,
right?
Or like, for a pop, lock, and dropping, or I mean, is the robot considered like a skill,
Right.
So, or like that thing, like in that Michael Jackson video where he does the thing and then like, like, is that a thing? Like, do you get points, for that? And for like how many times, the windmill, like how many times can you windmill? Like,
there's a few things that could happen here, but we'll keep it moving.
Well, congratulations to that. So that's super exciting. And then your last steamer for the day, you have the BET 100 Entertainers and Innovators list came out. And to no one's surprise, let me tell you some of the names that were on that list. You have Issa Rae, you have Zendaya, you have Kamala Harris, you have Maya Moore, you have Maisa Martin, and Misha Green. I named all the ladies, right? And these are all like in the top 10. In the top 10. Of
course.
There's still like 90 more.
Listen, but they're all doing amazing work, so it's well deserved that they are in the top 10. I mean, Misha Green and her amazing, writing, and same thing with Issa with her writing. She has a new show coming with excuse me, on HBO called Nice White Parents. So I'm excited to see what that's going to unfold to be. And then, Zendaya, I mean, she's on the cover of Vogue and she's talking about, issues that affect the Black community. So they're doing great work and they're using their platforms for good things. So I'm excited about that.
So you can go to BET.com to see who else is on that 100 list. One of these days, we're going to be on that list.
That's right, honey. Might be next year.
Right. So those are your steamers for the week.
Amazing. Thank you so much, officially, Jorge. And when we come back, it's time for Piping Hot. So don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by the Klingman Group.
All right, all right. Welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. Once again, I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and it's that time of the show where I get to welcome my Mocha Marvel sisters for piping hot. So let me introduce you to my lovely ladies. I'll start with Miss Kia Shakur.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, and it's freaking freezing. So, yeah.
All right. Dr. Jen Dobson.
Hi, good morning. And just a little heads up, Betsy DeVos did something right and postponed student loan payments till January 31st. So yes to that.
Yes, come on now. And of course, Kenya Woodard.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week.
Oh my goodness. And it was an interesting one to say the least. Listen, let's go ahead and jump right in to today's piping hot. And we're going to go ahead and, start with the things that we know that we're facing continuously with coronavirus. Listen, there are so many things going on around the vaccines, treatment, and how we're going to handle this coronavirus moving forward. However, 3 of our former presidents have said that they would volunteer to take the vaccine. So Presidents Obama, Bush, and Clinton are going to volunteer to take this vaccine. Kenya, what does that say in regards to their level of trust with this vaccine?
It says something about their level of trust, but really, in one word, this is leadership. These men have, decided that they're going to be the example that we kind of need right now to combat this virus, to also, try to get people to understand how serious it is, and that we're, moving towards, some kind of vaccination, and that, they're willing to step up and, be that example that everybody needs right now, because we're not getting it from the current president.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we have our own comments and feelings about vaccines. I know that as parents, I have, we have our the way that we feel about vaccines. And personally, I don't necessarily get a flu shot every year because I just don't quite trust them. But hey, that's something we'll probably talk about when we're closer to this vaccine situation. But Kenya, in the same vein, let's talk about police raiding the home of former state COVID-19 data science. What in all hell is going on with that?
I could not believe when I saw what happened. So luckily, she actually had a camera rolling in her home. So she has the entire situation on film. Supposedly, police said that they knocked at the door for a good 20 minutes. She never answered. They rang the bell. She never came to the door. Well, just because somebody's ringing your doorbell doesn't mean they have to come to the door and answer, right? But then they come, not that they come, but they come into the house and they're pointing guns. She says that they pointed guns upstairs towards her kids. They asked her if anybody else is in the house. Her husband comes downstairs. Good thing that, everybody had somewhat cool heads, because if, someone decided that they were feeling threatened, her husband or her kids could have been harmed. This is crazy. I couldn't believe it when I saw this, but at the same time, it's kind of not unexpected.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just a shame that this is happening and that they felt the authority, like they felt that they had the right to do that to her. That's just crazy. Jen, speaking of COVID, one of your favorite artists, Trey Songz had a concert and 500 people came and the venue was cited for a virus violation. First of all, you really don't get off for Trey Songz?
But first of all, have you seen him without a shirt on? First of all, okay. So, was it worth it for most of those people? Probably. Would I do it? No, I wouldn't. I've gone to see Trey Songz. I think his concerts are actually really, really, really good. I was dancing and sweating the whole time, but not good enough to actually go there in the midst of COVID. No, thank you. Beyonce, yes. Beyonce, yes. Jay-Z, yes. The few other people, yes, but Trey Songz, no.
Listen, ain't there one of them worthy of my life, honey. I can listen to him over and over again on Apple, on iTunes or whatever, but I'm not about to go to nobody's concert for no reason. Period. Okay? None. All right. My producer say Trey needed that check. I guess. Chabu. Listen, Mocha Marbles, if you're tuning in, let us know. One, are you going to take the vaccine when the vaccine is available? For sure. And if there is an artist or a person that you'd like to see, if it's, would you risk it? Who would you risk it for? Who would you risk it for? I don't know. Idris might have to come on out that thing and shake my hand. Personally, I might stick my toe out. I might. Anyway. All right, moving on. Listen, Letitia Wright, most of us know her from her role in Black Panther, is under fire because she sent a tweet questioning the COVID-19 vaccine, but she included what people are saying is a homophobic video. What did homegirl get into?
Yeah, well, number one, when the vaccine comes out, I do plan on taking the vaccine. I also plan on going to my mother and father's house, holding them down and forcing them to take the vaccine. Miss you guys, love you. So what happened with Letitia is that I don't think she actually watched the video. I think she just is having a lot of questions about the vaccine, which are valid because this was rushed. And she just tweeted this video out from this pastor, or excuse me, prophet apostle, who made a video saying that the vaccine has a Luciferian particle in it. And then he went into this whole other diatribe, and she got backlash for it. She tried to defend herself, saying that, oh, well, if you don't go along with everybody else, you get canceled. And people were trying to tell her, including her co-stars from Black Panther, trying to tell her, no, the reason why you're getting backlash is because what was in the video, not because you questioned the vaccine. The video was nuts, and you didn't even think about it. And she ended up deleting her Twitter. I don't know if it's back yet. I haven't seen it come back yet, but that Twitter is not coming up for her. Her whole Twitter page is gone.
Wow. Okay. Well, we know what happened there. Okay. We know what happened there.
We do.
You know. So, hopefully she'll bounce back. It'll be old news in a little bit, but still, you just got to be careful. Listen. So this is something we're all going to talk about. As Black women, there is a video floating around of a young man, a man going in on one of his clients. This young lady was, talking to him how she wanted to see a man and all this extra stuff. And he laid into her, told her like, oh, you don't deserve it, you're not worthy, and blah, blah, blah. First of all, suspect. He's suspect all around. Dr. Jen.
I was just going to say that. So first of all, as a gay man, he need to sit down and be quiet, okay? First of all, right. Look, I don't know if he gay, but he needs to have a serious talk with himself first and foremost. But secondly, like, how rude is that?
Yeah.
Him to talk to her that way, as if A, 6 figures is that much money. I mean, it's 2020, 6 figures ain't that much, number one. And B, to say that she doesn't deserve what she's asking for because she makes, from my understanding, 6 figures. So the way that I look at it is if you already have a particular attribute that you're looking for, what's wrong with that? It's not like she's saying, I'm broke as a joke, but I want my man to make 6 figures. She's saying, hey, I make 6 figures and I value somebody who also brings wealth to the table. I didn't see a problem with it.
Absolutely. I don't think there's a problem with that at all.
Right.
Kia, oh Lord, Kia.
Okay.
Come on.
And this is not, okay, I know y'all always expect me to say something real crazy, and this is not going to be as bad as you think, but I don't think it was the content of what he said. It was the delivery and the intention. The way he said it to her was very condescending. It was disrespectful, but I get what he was trying to say, because when you listen to the whole video, he's basically saying, okay, you make 6 figures, that's great. But men in our age group and up are looking for younger women, and we cannot sit there and say that that's not true. They are looking for younger women. And he also made a comment about her looks.
Now that was out of line.
It was out of line, but she kind of did look like a weird malnourished raccoon. Like it was like a weird look she had going with the wig and the face. It was a lot. But raccoons need love too. So like, it's still
the views and opinions of Kia Shakur do not represent the staff producing team and crew of Mocha in the Morning or her castmates. Okay.
All right, some people find raccoons cute. I'm just saying. But what it basically, but again, his whole vibe was that his goal was to embarrass her. It wasn't to say, hey, maybe you should try dating this way or try dating that way or whatever, because he did make a good point. You know, you are a certain age. You do have a child, you know, with a problematic baby daddy. Not a lot of people want to deal with that. But he had to go extra, and it was completely unnecessary. I will agree with that.
Yes, it was unnecessary. Kenya, what are your thoughts on this? And then we'll wrap it up.
I always have a problem with men telling women how they should behave. I'm not ever going to be okay with that. It's just something that doesn't sit well with me. And his delivery was completely trash. And usually in my experience, it's guys like this delivering these kind of ashy opinions and things of that nature that usually don't have what they, you know, that they're saying that the person should have. So I highly doubt he's making six figures, and on his best day, he probably looks like a rabid raccoon too.
Okay, so really quick, I went back and watched some more of his videos on YouTube. He is nasty to everybody. He asked another gentleman on another video who was just like, well, I'm not sure why I'm single. And he asked this guy if his private part was small. And when the guy couldn't answer, he's like, either you got a big D word or you don't. You should know that. And I'm like, oh, so he's like this to everybody. That's a lot.
And people are actually paying him for this?
No. I hope not.
That better not be. That's crazy. No. But you know what? Those who have insecurities often put them off on others. So I think that's a true case of him and his ashy opinions. Okay. All right. Listen, next we are talking about Olivia Jade. And this is a little special, okay? Because let's put it on Kenya, I'll let you start with this one. Go ahead.
So look, I'm completely siding with Gammy on this one. It happens to be that, you know, whenever something goes wrong, white women often seek, you know, some kind of way to validate themselves or to remake over themselves, you know, under, you know, Black women. And I think Jada actually shares some of this blame. It's her show. She didn't have to invite Olivia on. And I'm not understanding exactly what Olivia was looking for coming onto the show. I'm not sure exactly what her goal was. She's not, whatever kind of redemption it is that she's looking for, I'm not so sure we're going to offer it. But that's just my...
Absolutely. Kia?
So for those of you guys who don't know who Olivia Jade is, she's actually the daughter of Lori Loughlin, Auntie Becky, and Maximo Giuliano, who got in trouble for the huge college admissions scandal. They paid $500,000 for this girl to go to USC, which is a top-ranked school. And she was very flippant about even being in college. She's like, I just want to go to college to party and go to the games. Like, I don't want to go to class. Like, she was like that. So to have her sit on this table now with all this contrition does not seem real to anybody. Like, you're upset. You're here because people have thrown you away. Sephora dropped her. Marc Jacobs dropped her. Every single label she was working with does not want to have to deal with her anymore. And I think they call her Gammy?
Gammy, yep.
Okay, I think what Gammy, hot Gammy, I want to look like her when I grow up, was basically saying is there are women, there's actually 2 cases in Georgia where 2 women wanted their kids to go to a better school district and just change the address on the application form, and those women were sentenced to 7 years. Your parents paid $500,000 to get into an elite school, not a public school, an elite school where there were kids who were more qualified to go, and all they got was 2 months in prison. I mean, it's not fair.
Absolutely. It's not fair because it's just not fair all the way around. And you're absolutely right. I was talking to a girlfriend on the drive-in, you know, we were talking about it, and it's like, we're not okay with you coddling this girl. Like, what are you coddling and consoling her for? She knows exactly the ramifications of this. No, it's not okay. It's not okay, because at the end of the day, she will be okay. But Jen can speak to the different, struggles that minority students have to go through to get into college and the things that come along with that. Jen, go ahead.
Yeah, it's very true. So, I mean, the big issue with that, like you just said, I mean, there's so many parents that try very hard to get their kids into the best schools with the disadvantages that we have: low income, less education, no experience in getting our kids in school. So all of those issues that come into play just for this to happen, and this white privilege, which she talked about on the show, that she recognized that, now looking back, that there's some privilege involved in what was happening and what her parents did, which was great that she spoke on. But ultimately, at the end of it, even when Black families do get their kids in school, they can't afford the college after the fact. And so there's larger default rates, there's larger issues altogether. So that privilege that comes in 2 months in jail for something like that, when our families, if our parents did it, they'd be still sitting in jail to this day. It's not
absolutely
fair.
Right.
That's right. That's what it is. It's like, at the end of the day, and I think Gammy said this, you, ma'am, you will be okay. But had it been one of ours, no, it would not be the same outcome. So exactly. It is what it is. All right, now quickly we're going to talk about this Sports Illustrated situation and Sportsman of the Year. And Kenya, I know that this was a touchy one. I think it's a touchy one for all of us, but I think we're talking about this meeting. They just can't seem to get it right on this, right?
Yeah, that's the mild way to put it, right? So Here's the deal. They decided this year, let's honor 5 athletes, this year for their activism. Okay, cool, I guess. But the problem is that Naomi Osaka on her own could have, just stood as the recipient of this year's Athlete of the Year. She supported Black Lives Matter. She was at the George Floyd protests. She wore masks with the names of Breonna Taylor and others who had been killed at the hands of police. So, and she was constantly talking about these things in her interviews, after her matches. So, Naomi on her own could have handled this. No shade to the other athletes, but really, it could have just been Naomi, in my opinion. Sports Illustrated, every year they frustrate this with me. LeBron, he's cool. I love LeBron. I love him so much. But this is his 3rd time getting this honor. Oh, and let's talk about the most probably popular, I guess that might not be the word, but the athlete that, we know as an activist that probably should have been named. He's never gotten it, and that's Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh, come on now.
They can't seem to get it right, and I'm frustrated by that.
Now that's a word right there, because he kicked this whole thing off, and they've never recognized him, and that's a shame. All right, listen, Dr. Jen, your girl, your cousin, Candace Owens.
Listen, don't do me like that.
That was rude.
No.
Listen, I know she's not invited to the picnic, but Noah Cyrus, who is Miley Cyrus's little sister, honey, she went around here calling her nappy ass hoe. So, I mean, are we still? What we doing with this?
So here's the Black rule for people that don't know. I can talk about my mama, but you damn sure can't talk about my mama. And it's the same rule in this situation.
No!
How dare you talk? It's the same rule. Look, I don't like Candace. Nobody likes Candace Owens. Nobody likes Candace Owens. She's been excommunicated a long time ago. Okay, we know this. But you is not going to go after her for her nappy hair or just because you feel like nobody likes her. It's still not. It wasn't Noah Cyrus's place. If Noah Cyrus was a Black girl, she could say it, and we would have been like, yes, boo, yes. But you can't say it, Noah. Sorry, baby, you just can't. You can't do it.
Yes, but this is so true, right, Kia? This is so true. Like, I can talk about you're right.
No, Jen is 1,000% right. And me and Jen, actually, all of us have been friends in real life for a while. Like, we can talk about each other, whatever, make jokes on the show. But the second someone else tries to jump in and say something, now we have to fight. And then I don't want to have to fight with you, but now we got to fight. But it's just so hard to be on Candace's side. It's like, it's like catching air herpes or something. Like, ew, I don't want to have to help you. This is gross. You're the worst. Like, you're the worst.
Listen,
I might be alone on this one. I'm kind of gonna let Noah slide.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, did she lie? Is Candace's hair not? Let me know.
Jesus. Listen,
I'm just saying, did she tell a lie?
She could use some of Jorge's edge gel. I ain't gonna lie. But
let's also remember that Candace had some nice words, some things to say about Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. I mean, she's been nasty. So hey, I'm gonna let Noah have it.
Listen, I was about to say this is all the help that the Mocha Morning Show will offer. Oh, okay, moving on. Yeah, because no, she is not. She still ain't invited to the picnic. And we're celebrating Kenya, honey, because Miss Rashida Jones is ex-president of MSNBC News and the first Black woman to be in this position. What does that mean for journalism, Kenya?
Woo! It means a lot, baby. This is big news in journalism. I remember NABJ, this is all we've been talking about all week. It's been, just such a tremendous thing. So Rashida, you're going to appreciate this though, Keisha. Rashida is an HBCU grad. She came out of Hampton. She has been in news since the very beginning of her career in 2002. She cut her teeth, though, at the Weather Channel. She was director of live programming. So all those moments where you saw the weatherman standing in, the rain, the sleet, and the hail, she was directing those live shots. So, this is huge. So for her to assume this position, she's coming in and she's taking over in February as the president of MSNBC. This is humongous. I cannot wait to see how well she does in this role.
Absolutely. I think we're all excited to see this shift and change, and we wish her the very best in all that she does, and we'll do all that we can to make sure that she's supported and celebrated as well. All right, ladies, listen, I think Jen, you gotta share something with us before we go.
Yes, before we go, don't forget, check out my website, studentloanmanagement.info. Go to the blog so you can learn more about the postponement of your student loans. You don't want to miss out on that free money.
Absolutely. We do not want to miss out on that free money. Ladies, thank you as always. You are an amazing, amazing Mocha Marbles team, and I appreciate you so very much for hanging out with me once again on this wonderful Friday, and we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend.
Your Mocha Minute is brought to you by Black in Florida, your online connection to everything that's Black in Florida.
In this week's Mocha Moment, we remember the life of actress Natalie Desselle Reid, most known for her role alongside Halle Berry in Baps. Take a look. All right, Mocha Marbles. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. I hope that you enjoyed it. We had an action-packed, piping hot, plenty of steamers for you. And of course, we have enjoyed you so very much. If you are our Mocha Marble, of course, we want you to invite your family, your friends, your sisters, and your cousins.
And if you're a Mocha Marble and a Black business owner, don't forget, we are offering you some advertising spots at no cost to you. Just send them to us at Mocha Morning Show or click on the link below for more information. Again, this is kind of our way of reaching out to you the way everyone has supported, our show for the past 4 seasons.
Absolutely. And follow us on everything at Mocha Morning Show, right?
Yes.
Follow us, share. Tune in. We love you. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, it's holiday season. Cherish your loved ones. Most importantly, stay safe.
Yes, all that.
Safe.
Mask it or casket.
Bye.
Real. People are breathing in your face still. I'm like, no.
Have a great one. Mask it or casket. Oh, that sounded horrible, but it's true.
It's true now.
It is. Crazy.
Oh my gosh, that red table time. That is my mama sitting at the table. She got that a lot. She was mad about it.